Ayo, and what is up, gang? Thank you for checking out Sledgehammer TV tonight. It is Monday, March the 12th, 2018, and tonight's Raw came to us from Rock City, Detroit, Michigan, the Motor City, and we are here to talk about it right here and right now on the newest, fastest rising podcast in all of YouTube, baby, the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. So, let's do it.
Sledgehammer Wrestling Show.
All right, wrestling fans, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Nick Nightmare. Along with me, as always, is my trusty companion, my loyal tag team partner, and the world heavyweight champion of microphones, Blue the Snowball, and our new buddy completing the stable is the wrestling god of thunder, Thor the Sledgehammer, the official Sledgehammer of the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show, right here on Sledgehammer TV. Thank you once again for joining us. Let's start this off right, and let's let the complaining begin, because Monday Night Raw's road to WrestleMania 34 absolutely sucks gigantic coconuts. Okay? Let's just call a fucking spade a spade. And look at the comparison in the two shows just based off of their male, female, and tag team events that we are currently en route to on the road to WrestleMania. Monday Night Raw tonight, we're going to get to the meat and potatoes of the show in just a second, but I need you guys to understand why Raw's road sucks. Okay, not only is it because we are getting the predictable, year-long, well-known in advance main event for the Universal Championship, the fourth coronation of the big dog, and we are in the midst of this absolutely nauseatingly disgusting build towards this retarded main event that nobody wants to see, but they're sticking to their guns, and the initiative is full steam ahead. That's their main event. On the blue side of things, for the WWE Championship, we have a dream match, a literal dream match that we were all afraid the WWE were going to mess with, but they didn't. And we are going to have AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Advantage SmackDown! Do I have to explain it any further to you? If you need me to outline the reasons why SmackDown wins that, then you're an idiot and you need to go away. Okay, listen. Sledgehammer's coming out, even if it's on you. Alright, now if I gotta bring it down on you, and you take offense to it, I'm sorry. But if you're an idiot and you don't see that AJ Styles and Nakamura is an infinitely larger match than Roman and Brock, then there is no helping you. There is no hope for your feeble little mind. The same can be said if you think that Raw has the advantage on road to the women's title at WrestleMania. Look at what we saw tonight. In the midst of all the garbage they threw at us in this women's division, we had this continued, absolutely disgusting build of a match between Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax for the Raw Women's Championship. On the flip side, on the blue brand, we have a literal dream match of Charlotte versus Asuka. The horsewoman, the Flair lineage, the heritage, and the background of Charlotte Flair versus the unstoppable, undefeatable Japanese buzzsaw Asuka for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Who's got the advantage? SmackDown. Hands down. Let's look at the tag team situation, since that's what Raw seemed to want to focus on tonight. They wanted to focus on finding a number one contender for the Bar. The Bar wants to go out there and lay out an open challenge. Everybody's got their balls in a twist. They think that the fucking Young Bucks are going to come out of nowhere and wrestle at WrestleMania 34. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? If the WWE decides to pull off some shit like that, and they do something like that, listen, I will be the first one to eat crow and tell you guys, hey, I was wrong. But listen, I'm not. It's not going to happen. So stop getting your hopes up for something so ridiculous, some absolutely crazy pipe dream. Okay? It's not going to happen. This open challenge is going to be answered in-house. I thought we were going to have some sort of a finality with it because we were going to have a tag team battle royal. The whole episode tonight was pretty much centered around this. It was the main event of the evening as we went off the air. And as we went off the air, we still have absolutely no fucking idea what the bar is going to do at WrestleMania for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Now, we did not have any clear-cut indication as to where they are going on SmackDown Live, but common sense would lend to tell you, after what we've seen last night at Fastlane, that the best tag team on the planet, the Usos, the second best team on the planet, the New Day, is going to have another rematch and extend their feud, but it is going to have a wrench in it, actually a mallet thrown in it, a sledgehammer, if you will, to bust things up as the Bludgeon Brothers made their presence known absolutely impressively and totally laid waste to the two greatest tag teams walking through the WWE right now. So common sense tells you we are going to get a triple threat tag team match for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. Now that's still speculation, but considering the direction they're going, that's what it looks like. The direction they went tonight for the tag team division on Raw, where are we going? Where are we going? We had Braun Strowman. Now, I love Braun Strowman. He is my favorite monster among all men, especially in the WWE. There is nothing more entertaining than Braun Strowman on a good night when he's in a bad mood. And tonight was one of those nights. He wants to know where he's going to fit into WrestleMania. Kurt Angle don't have an answer for this man. I don't know how you don't have a fucking answer for a guy like Braun Strowman. How are you 4 weeks away from WrestleMania? You don't know what you're doing with your biggest attraction on your A show. Unacceptable to make management even look as inept as they actually are. You should have at least had a plan A in place, knowing that you're going to eventually go with plan C. You know, at least make it look like you guys know what the fuck you're doing. But no, Kurt Angle's got no idea what to do with Braun Strowman for WrestleMania. Braun Strowman is pissed off at this. Somebody's got to get these hands. Somebody. The whole fucking tag team division got these hands. Braun Strowman is a one-man tag team now. He came out, interjected himself into this battle royal for the tag team division's #1 contender spot, and wins this whole thing. Now, again, if you're a dumbass, allow me to illustrate to you what the WWE has done here tonight. They think so little and care so little about their tag team division that regardless of how much of it we saw tonight, it was squashed by one man. The entire division was defeated by a monster. A one-man team of Braun Strowman. That's how bad the tag team division is. That's how much they don't care. They were beat by a solo act. Every team in the division in one match couldn't dismantle one man. Now, I know we're talking about Braun Strowman, but his mere involvement in this whole thing just makes them look completely asinine. Why is this happening? You couldn't think of any other way to make Braun Strowman look a little more threatening? You made him look like a joke. Why is he that stupid to believe that he's going to be allowed to wrestle for the tag team championships as one guy? At one point, right before the match got started, I was thinking, hey, maybe they got some cool partner for him. You know, the tag team with Alexa Bliss seemed to be getting over. His personality's coming out a little bit more. Like maybe they had a partner in mind for him. Something to surprise us. But no, instead we just get the complete and total Symphony of Destruction Part 2, minus the instruments. The instruments were his fists, and he took out the entire tag team division, you guys. Why should we give a shit about who the hell the Bar is going to face? Not only that every single team in that battle royal has absolutely zero claim to deserving even to sniff the tag team championships. The Revival have been booked as trash. Gallows and Anderson have been non-existent. Titus and Apollo, they've had their shot multiple times and lost. Who the hell else was in there? Rhino and Slater? Don't make me laugh. Are you kidding me? So where are they going? Who's got the advantage? Definitely SmackDown. As of right now, Raw's road to WrestleMania is a fucking Messelmania. Are you out of your fucking mind? This is the A show and this is the best you got? You got your women's champion with nobody to challenge her, coming out here talking shit to Asuka, only to have Asuka being put into another match on the road to WrestleMania, risking injury even further. I'm going to keep saying it. And I'm going to be the guy sitting here telling you I told you so when she's in some stupid tag team match the week before WrestleMania, building up to her match with Charlotte and tweaks her fucking ankle, God forbid. It's not that I want this to happen, but the WWE should be taking much more care of their talent. This is Asuka. She don't need to be wrestling on TV. She didn't need to be wrestling tonight. She didn't need to be involved in that whole thing with Mickie James. Getting all physical, going through some pretty unnecessary spots. Terrible use of Asuka. And now you're going to have her in a match again next week against the Raw Women's Champion. What do you think's going to happen? You think Asuka's going to lose to Alexa Bliss? You're going to make the champion again lose on Monday Night Raw, on a road to WrestleMania, against an opponent that's going to have absolutely nothing to do with her entire storyline now that she's going to mess with Charlotte. And while we're on that topic, what the hell was Asuka even doing on Raw tonight? She made her intentions known. Her path is colored in blue. Why is she not on SmackDown? I thought John Cena was the only free agent in the WWE. What the fuck is going on? It was a fucked up show tonight. The entire show should have been billed as a comedy because I couldn't stop fucking laughing. I couldn't stop laughing through this whole entire show. It was absolutely amusing to me. The whole opening segment with Roman Reigns, I laughed my ass off. I couldn't believe, first and foremost, that the WWE was pulling the exact same angle again because it worked so well last week. The crowd reception was so great for Roman last week when he was trashing Brock Lesnar. When he was bringing the Universal Champion down and trying to talk shit about the champ. And now you want to sit here and cry, oh, well, I have to come to work. He didn't come to work today. You know, I got a fucking job. I went to work today. My partner, my butcher at my table, my other guy, he didn't show up. I didn't sit there fucking crying about it all day. Oh, well, why doesn't he get to come to work and nobody yells at him? Where's his punishment? He's been with the company fucking 10 years longer than me. He's essentially worth more than me. He can get away with a little more. Vince McMahon made that very clear after that ridiculously forced intrusion into the gorilla position. And he wants to come out there and tell everybody, oh, you can relate to this. Brock didn't want to come to work today. You can't push this shit down my throat any further because I'm already full to here with this nonsense. There's no more room in my throat. I'm stuffed. It's not working. All I want to do is projectile vomit across the room. This whole entire show, not just Roman. This whole show was a cry for help. Never mind a desperate plea to the audience to get behind us, please. This was a cry for help. Somebody needs to get in there and start tweaking some things because this road is so twisted and winding and so confusing that they would even see anything that they are doing that we saw tonight on Monday Night Raw as good. Sonya Deville versus Sasha Banks? Why? And then this match, we can use the same criticism that I used last night for Charlotte's match with Ruby Riott. All in all, the match between the two ladies, was it that bad? No, it actually wasn't. It was actually the best that I've seen Sonya Deville look. And I will attribute that solely to the ability of Sasha Banks to be as good as she actually is. Yes, she's a little klutzy. She does tend to hurt people from now and then. But she is one of, if not the top performer between the ropes in all of the women on the entire roster. And she proved that tonight because she had a very good match with Sonya Deville. What made it suck was the girls on the outside. Same thing with Charlotte and Ruby. They were having a fantastic match at Fastlane last night. They made it all overbooked and overdramatic with the Riot Squad and then Becky and Naomi. And they had the same thing here tonight. Same exact thing here tonight. You had Absolution, Crap Solution was outside, and then you had Bayley. Like, this whole thing is just driving me crazy. From every week prior to this, you've seen the breakdown of this friendship. For what reason would Bayley even agree to come out with Sasha Banks tonight? Obviously, there's trouble in paradise over there. Why would she agree to come down and help her in the first place, only to walk away when the match is over and Sasha Banks wins? Bayley, her friend, is now mad that she beat this scrub in Sonya Deville. Why this would upset Bayley, I will never know. And Bayley walks away just in time for Crap Solution to hit the ring and absolutely decimate Sasha Banks. Nobody comes out to help Sasha Banks, and that would be the end of it. This was unnecessary. We don't need other women involved in this feud between these two to heighten the drama. The drama's already there. You have to embellish it. Let them run off of each other. Let them work backstage. Let them go off the cuff. Let them be off the script. Because that's when the magic is made. Now, when you have segments like Braun Strowman, who's actually not too bad when he's on his own, sitting in the back reading this friggin' promo that they wrote for him, doing all this like he's some high school girl, getting his attitude out. Yeah, I'm gonna get these hands. Stop it. Be Braun Strowman. Stop with all this. What is that? And the giant words like, I don't know how to spell the fucking word piano. 3 times. Big words. Piano. I can't stand the graphics. It absolutely makes me want to send my sledgehammer. I want to send Thor flying through the screen and bash my 60-inch. Because I don't need to see words that big. This show was a fucking mess. Cesaro and Sheamus come out. They want to talk shit about the tag team division. They have this, open challenge like I told you guys. And the whole tag team division come out and beat up the Bar in the middle of the ring. That sets up this battle royal, which was made by Kurt Angle, which we briefly touched upon a few minutes ago. And the Bar wanted to go backstage and actually threaten that they want to be traded to SmackDown Live. And initially I was like, great, go. We need teams over there. And then I started to think, well, maybe is the WWE teasing an idea here for WrestleMania, since maybe they would unify the divisions, which would be a dream come true. But I doubt that that's the route they're going in, especially seeing how everything ended up working out. It was just something rolling through my mind as Sheamus and Cesaro were talking about possibly going to the Blue brand and being traded over there. I'm like, it would be interesting. It would be an interesting way to get that train rolling, but obviously that is not the case. Like I said, the SmackDown Tag Team Championships are on their road. The Raw Tag Team Championships are up in fucking limbo right now. Nobody knows where that road is going to go because it's covered in fog and it's 150 miles long and you can't see your foot in front of your face. That's how bad the road on Raw is. One of the best moments of the night actually came with John Cena, and I don't say that very often. But this is a double-edged thing. Because on the one hand, we had an absolutely fantastic promo by John Cena, which is what John Cena does. I've never once complained about Cena's promo ability and his wordsmanship on the mic. There is almost none that could probably rival him. Alright, I'm going to go out there and say it. On the stick, he's the man. In the ring, he's nauseating. Like 10-day-old bread, sitting out there molded and green and fuzzy, and you still take a bite because you're just that hungry, and it's not really that good. That's John Cena, moldy old bread, as far as his wrestling goes. But his microphone ability is second to none, as he proved tonight. Fantastic work calling out The Undertaker, throwing shade like I've never really seen thrown before at The Undertaker, accusing him of hiding behind bullshit excuses. We all know that you're not as banged up as you say because you're posting on your wife's Instagram account workout sessions. He's just completely throwing him under the bus, telling him, you know where to find me, I'll be at WrestleMania, the ball's in your court. Everything he said was absolutely spot on and absolutely fantastic. And I am absolutely looking forward to this match. However, time to bring it down. To have all of this go down tonight makes you look back at the last 3 to 4 weeks, and it just makes your mind rattle around in your head like a bunch of rocks. Like you're a big fucking dopey idiot, right? What was that all for? John Cena has no road to WrestleMania. Everybody knew as soon as the Royal Rumble concluded what John Cena's road to WrestleMania was. Apparently, he's the only one that couldn't see where he was going for WrestleMania. The whole fucking world knew this. But instead of having him do this, what he did tonight, and maybe instead of giving him 15 minutes on Monday Night Raw after Fastlane when he fails and fails and fails, making him look like a scrub, why not every week give him 5 minutes to throw down on The Undertaker unscripted like we've seen tonight? Well, if it was scripted, it was scripted very well. He hit all the right notes. And why they couldn't break that out and sprinkle it across the whole entire road instead of taking the fucking sandbag and dumping it all out on one night after for the last 3 to 4 weeks you've seen Cena do nothing but lose and look all despondent and sad like a fucking loser, like a puppy with no bone. No, how am I going to get to WrestleMania when everybody from little old me to probably 6th and 5th graders in my daughter's school know where fucking John Cena's fate lies for WrestleMania. So essentially everything you've done was nothing except paint John Cena in a negative light. Now he's going to go up against The Undertaker and you want everybody to take him seriously? He couldn't win the six-pack challenge. He couldn't beat Shinsuke Nakamura. He couldn't beat all these people in the last 6 to 8 months, right? He wants the championship. He fails. He wants to win the Royal Rumble. He fails. He wants to win the Elimination Chamber. He fails. It's a failure. That's supposed to make me really want to see him fight The Undertaker after the year he's had? Obviously, if you would have done the opposite, not saying he had to win the Royal Rumble or the Elimination Chamber, I'm saying if you book Cena all year very strong against everybody consistently and make him look like the John Cena of old, having maybe this one last miracle run and he's going to cap it off to take off one of the biggest names in WrestleMania history. Do you really care, though? At this point, I want to see The Undertaker win. I don't want to see John Cena win. I feel like that's what he's going to do. The Undertaker has passed the torch twice already. He doesn't need to pass it again. He needs to take back his own personal torch so that he could go back home and retire in peace and walk out of WrestleMania his fucking show with his head and his hat held high. And honestly, I don't even want to see him come out in the coat with the hat and the smoke, and especially since they want to fucking induct Kid Rock, and we'll get to that in just a minute, folks. Why not have him come out at WrestleMania as the American Badass, have your new Celebrity Hall of Fame moron play him to the ring since it is his song in the first place, and that would be a WrestleMania moment. The American Badass versus the All-American boy, John Cena, in The Undertaker's final match. Everybody's going to expect him to lose, go the other way and make The Undertaker win, have John Cena go out on his shield as well, and everybody's happy. And we don't have to talk about The Undertaker at WrestleMania ever again after this one. And I will miss it. But after the last couple that we've seen, I'm trepidatious. Again, I use that word. I like to use big words sometimes, I'm sorry. But I'm very nervous about this whole matchup. Because I just, on the one end, if Cena wins, what is it? What kind of history is he making? You're the third man to beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania? Who gives a shit at this point? Nobody cared when Roman did it. Everybody cared when Brock did it because it never had been done before. But once it's been done, It's done. You know what needs to happen now? The Undertaker needs to take it back. He needs to take his WrestleMania moment back and go out on top and leave this industry with a good feeling. And have the dead man had his day. The dead man went down to Roman Reigns, but the Undertaker, the American badass, left WrestleMania and left us wanting more. How much better can you get than that? On the flip side, Kid Rock. I hate the celebrity wing of the Hall of Fame. I hate it every single year. I guess if you want to look at it as a whole, if you're going to have Snoop Dogg in there, I guess you have to have Kid Rock in there as well. Kid Rock definitely made more contributions to the WWE as far as his music goes than Snoop Dogg did. That is a fact. And Kid Rock's greatest contribution, at least in my opinion, has got to be The Lonely Road of Faith. The song he gave to them to do, it was just this 1 or 2 minute fluff piece. It was probably a press piece or a promo package thing, and it was just very beautifully edited. The imagery of the old and the new and the way that they edited the song, it was probably one of the best promo packages I've ever seen them do. One of those promos, or one of those moments where you're watching wrestling that you get chills just watching this thing. If you don't believe me, go check it out for yourself if you haven't seen it, because it is kind of old. Some of you younger people might not have been exposed to the WWE Destiny promo, and it was absolutely one of the most beautiful things they ever put together. It is set to a very beautiful song that was done by Kid Rock earlier in his career, and that is probably his greatest contribution, aside from The Undertaker deciding to use the American Badass song as his intro song. That being said, my real problem with him being inducted is the fact that tonight they wanted to tout the fact that, you know, he did the Undertaker's theme song for that brief run as the Badass and all this shit. But the man that's made hundreds of WWE theme songs, literally dozens of them, are emblazoned in the back of your mind. From Hulk Hogan to D-Generation X to every single star you've seen during the Attitude Era. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Chris Jericho, Break the Walls Down, one of the most epic entrance songs of all time. All credited and worked on by 30-plus year WWE corporate employee Jim Johnston, who was the head of music production. And if he is not in the fucking Hall of Fame, then Kid Rock should not be in the fucking Hall of Fame. Have some priorities, have some loyalty, show some respect. This man is the soundtrack to your history. He is responsible for Brock Lesnar's theme. God, the list that we could compile would take an hour just to go through all the superstars he actually worked on, not to mention the ones he straight up composed all by himself. And you want to have Kid Rock with a picture of him looking like Enzo Amore took a fucking bender on a Sunday and then had a friggin' orgy with Michael Hayes and The Undertaker, and this is what you get. An old wrinkled up, raisin looking Kid Rock with all friggin' stringy hair, and he looks like a friggin' meth addict. You couldn't have got a better picture than that for WWE.com. They didn't show that picture, thank God, during the broadcast. They got a nice, more, shiny photo of Kid Rock. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, go check it out, WWE.com. They have fucking ridiculous photo of Kid Rock. He looks like the guy you see down the street asking for 50 cents so that he can go buy a fucking crack pipe. It's a terrible picture. Terrible picture. Fa! That's what we do here. Hammer fucking down. If you like that picture, then maybe you're a friggin' meth head. What do I know? Holy shit. My friggin' results page just closed here. Because I needed a guide, because this show was just fucking ridiculous. And there was nothing outside of the John Cena promo and the Finn Balor Seth Rollins match that you really could have, invested your time in. Finn Balor and Seth Rollins had an impromptu matchup based off of a confrontation they were having on Miz TV. Thank God we're still seeing Miz TV, you guys. I don't know what I would do if we got it through Monday Night Raw without Miz TV. Let's not have the Miz, do anything with the Intercontinental title. Let's continue to use it as a set piece for fucking Miz TV. And we can have Bluefin Tuna, and we can have Seth Rollins, the absolute opposite. We got fire and water. We got Bluefin Tuna versus Burn It Down Seth Rollins. Bring in the fire. They're just squabbling over nothing. The Miz is trying to antagonize them, getting them to, and he got them to play into exactly what he was going for. They end up in this match, which was a very good match. Now, of course, it's going to be a good match because these are two of the premier talents on Monday Night Raw. They know what they are, and they are going to give you fans, especially the ones in attendance live, not just us all over the world, a fantastic match. Because that's what these guys do, next level stuff. This match could have been better. I'm not saying this was the most amazing thing you'll ever see, but it was definitely the best match you will see on tonight's Monday Night Raw. Finn Balor would come out on top with a coup de grace onto Seth Rollins himself and get the win in this scenario. I'm sure we will see Seth Rollins get a win, and then we will see The Miz get a win, all making the playing field even. All we can hope is that they do not mess up this triple threat match by adding any more bodies to it. It is fine the way it is. Let's let it marinate. Let's get on this road and see where it takes us. And let's just not have everybody keep losing week after week. We could take a break from matches. We don't have to have a fucking match every week. And we don't have to have Miz TV every week either. Use your fucking brain. Get creative over there. After that, we had the Asuka defeating Mickie James match and the whole Alexa Bliss running her down beforehand. Alexa wants to have the balls enough to try to claim that she's the better champion when the team on Raw has so much less common sense than the team on SmackDown when it comes to booking their women's champion. At least Charlotte has been defending her title. They have not been booking Alexa to even do that. More often than not, she's sitting on commentary, or we're getting backstage segments, or segments like we are getting here, where she's just out in the ring with her new dominatrix buddy, Mickie James, for no reason, still no explanation, still no reason behind it. Apparently, she's just replacing Nia with Mickie James. Asuka defeats Mickie James here very, very easily, and then we want to go to a match with Nia Jax. And Nia Jax wants to fight Joan Kong or Joan King, whatever the fuck her name was. This was ridiculous. Nia Jax has lost to the number one contender for the Women's Championship, the Women's Royal Rumble winner, Asuka, in her last 3 attempts. Before that, her win-loss record has read with more losses than wins. And now, after all of this embarrassment, you want to put her in the ring with a jobber named Joan King. I don't know why I'm calling her Joan Kong. It's a better fucking name than Joan King. I mean, she was a bigger kind of girl. Maybe they don't want to call her Kong just to be nice about it. But hey, listen, that's just what my brain is saying. But Nia Jax very easily squashes this girl. Alright, this match was over in fucking 40 seconds. Do you think I give a shit about her beating Joan Kong? Who the hell cares? She's just been a losing machine to anybody worth 2 cents. You put her up against Asuka, she's going to lose. You put her up against Charlotte, she's going to lose. She's lost to Sasha Banks. She's lost to Bayley. I sound like a broken record because every week I'm telling you guys the same thing because the WWE just don't even know what the fuck they're doing, especially when it comes to Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss and the Women's Championship on Monday Night Raw. Fucking ridiculous, you guys. Joan Kong. The fuck out of here. All for them to have a backstage segment. Now they cut to the back. And Alexa is standing there with Dominatrix James, and they're running down Nia Jax. They're like, oh, well, where is Charlie? What's her fucking head? I don't know. Let's talk some shit. There's a giant fucking microphone standing right here. It couldn't have been more clear if they put a fucking sign in front of it and said, hey, speak here, this is a microphone. Now, I know you could say, well, how did they know the microphone is live? Why else would there be a microphone in a dressing room? And then You want to say, well, they needed a microphone for the interview. Well, if they were going to use that mic, why did fucking Charlie Horse come in with a microphone of her own? That microphone was clear as fucking day, let alone the fact that there's a camera standing in the room just across from you. The red light is on. We all know how fucking cameras work. You can't tell me they don't know it's recording. Because all they got to do is look. They see the red light on. They see the guy in the director's chair like... I know I'm breaking the fourth wall for some of you people, alright? But let's have some common sense. How could they sit there and let them talk for almost 5 full minutes of wasted airtime? Nice way to promote your Be a Bully, Be a Star campaign, too, by the way, by having Alexa Bliss just say these absolutely horrendous things to a woman who, if you follow her on social media, is obviously in real life very sensitive about the nature of this angle that they're deciding to push the envelope on. Alexa herself has dealt with weight issues, and I'm sure is not even comfortable being the one that is the aggressor in this situation because she knows what it feels like to deal with weight-related issues. And I don't think that this is a proper way to build a WrestleMania championship feud over name-calling and, having Alexa and Mickie James chased out of the building by an enraged Nia Jax, who then the last image we see of her, once again, is standing there like a crying baby. Nonsensical. Not getting sympathy for Nia Jax from me. She's 6 times the size of Alexa Bliss. Why is she not just getting pissed off, being a woman beast, and tearing shit up? She did kind of do that tonight, but when they ended it with the tears, you killed the whole thing. Now, I'm not saying that large, monstrous-looking women can't have feelings. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, in pro wrestling, you shouldn't be crying. There's no crying in wrestling. Unless you're part of management or corporate and somebody's about to kick your ass that's 10 times your size. Competitors shouldn't be crying. Did it do any good every time we seen the Big Show cry? What do we feel about the Big Show now? That's the territory Nia Jax is headed in. This WrestleMania match is absolute bullshit. You know what else is bullshit? The Ultimate Deletion, which I foolishly thought was going to be built as a special attraction match for WrestleMania. Instead, we are going to get it next week on Monday Night Raw. Which means most likely it's going to be a lot of commercial breaks. And it's going to be probably poorly edited and probably not too long. I could hope that the WWE does the opposite of everything I just said, but I have no hope in that. This Ultimate Deletion thing, it's funny how a year makes a whole difference. Just 1 year ago, if this exact thing were happening leading into WrestleMania 33, we would all be jizzing all over the place. We'd be up to our knees in our own human excretions because it would be that exciting that this was actually happening. You wouldn't be able to control yourself. You would just be a friggin' fountain. Oh my God. I can't believe this is happening. The ultimate enjoyment. The Ultimate Deletion. Wyatt Hardy. Wyatt family. Hardy compound. It was all there. And now we're getting this. This absolutely nothing behind it. A war of words that nobody understands except for the two of them. Constant segments where we have seen nothing but insane laughter. And finally tonight we got to see Queen Rebecca, King Maxwell, Vanguard 1, and Senor Benjamin. We got to see them. Fantastic. What role will they play in next week's Ultimate Deletion? We'll wait and see on that. Bray Wyatt's going to be by himself. A man who is known as a leader a cult leader, a man without a family, taking on a whole entire family. Do you really care? I don't care. Give him back Rowan and Harper. Give him back Strowman. Give him something. Give him an actual Sister Abigail. Give him a fucking fur monkey. It doesn't have to be a real monkey. Give him a fake monkey. Give him a stuffed monkey. Give him a name. Call him Herbert. Herbert the fucking monkey. It's Bray Wyatt's little buddy. He talks to him like Sister Abigail, like Al Snow had head. Give him something besides a frickin' fedora hat and some real fat man t-shirts and Hawaiian shirts. Fat guy shirts. Looking like Waylon Mercy's reject son. I'm not looking forward to this as much as I was a few months ago. The WWE has ruined anything special that this was going to bring us, and I can only hope that they right the ship next week on this. The show ended, like I said, with Braun Strowman, the one-man tag team attraction, taking out the whole entire tag team division, leaving everybody at the end of the show like, well, this can't stand. Michael Cole and Corey Graves are like, well, this isn't gonna stand. This isn't gonna stand. So let me tell you guys, like I think I promised to tell you at the beginning, hopefully you stuck around through the rest of my ramblings to get to the point that I was trying to make before, now that I realize I never even told you guys. This whole thing is a setup to get you guys ready for the fact that Braun Strowman is going to enter and win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. There is no way Kurt Angle's going to allow him to be a one-man tag team. He is not going to challenge for the tag team championships without a partner. That's where I screwed up. I went into talking about him having a tag team partner, and I totally skewed off into the rest of the review. But that's what they're doing. That's what this was. Braun Strowman just decided to be part of a battle royal, single-handedly dismantled the entire tag team division, won this battle royal. So guys, get ready, because Braun Strowman is going to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. After Kurt Angle takes his opportunity at the tag team championships away, he is going to make him the first entrant into the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and on we will go. As far we're talking about battle royals, I almost forgot to mention that they announced the fabulous Moolah Battle Royal for the women at WrestleMania, and it's not that I don't want to honor Moolah, because I thought that they should have named the Mae Young Classic after Moolah, because Moolah was the more notoriety, how do you say it, the more notorious, not in a bad way, of the two. She was very much more well-known, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's getting late. Raw's drained me. I'm getting tired. I'm losing my words. But I just assumed that she would have been the one honored by the tournament. Instead, they decided to give her this WrestleMania thing, which is in the same spirit as the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And, I don't really have a problem with it. I just don't really see why they want to keep adding all these things to WrestleMania. Like, how long is WrestleMania going to be? We're going to have 2 Battle Royals now at fucking WrestleMania. We're going to have 2 Battle Royals. We're going to have like 6 triple threats, 2 Fatal 5-Ways, and then Roman and Brock and Shinsuke and AJ. Way too much going on, I think. Why not have it as a special WrestleMania feature throughout the weekend somewhere else? Maybe during the day. During a fan access. It doesn't make it any less. What if you set up the cameras, you put it on the network during access? Right? This way it gets some nice attention. The fans at Access will be excited to see it. It'll garner some attention. They very often do some storyline stuff during the Access show. If not, why not just do a small show somewhere? Everybody else is doing it all around you. Just have this small little second event somewhere. Base it only on that. Have it at Full Sail. I don't know. But it just seems like a lot to add something like this to WrestleMania. I don't essentially have a problem with it. It's not about it being for Moolah or anything like that. It's just a lot for WrestleMania. What's it going to be, another 30 girls? Whew. Probably going to be back-to-back on the pre-show. Moolah, and then Andre, and then WrestleMania will begin. Or they'll probably leave Andre the Andre Battle Royal for the main card, being that the documentary is coming to HBO. They're going to want to feature that during the main show. I almost didn't think about that. So I don't expect the Andre the Giant to be part of the pre-show, as it usually is, especially if Braun Strowman is the first entrant announced for it, and he is going to be the heavy favorite to win. And there are rumors that the winner of the Battle Royal is going to be taken seriously this year and given a legitimate push after WrestleMania. That remains to be seen. I don't believe that for a minute, but we can hope for the best, as we always do. And that is your Monday Night Raw review for March the 12th, 2018. Thank you guys so much. This show was fucking ridiculous, right? And I did a lot of complaining. And I hope you guys enjoyed my complaining. I hope it came off as entertaining, because that's why I am here, to entertain you and bring you the truth and bring this hammer down, because this was probably one of the worst Monday Night Raws of the year so far. And that it's happening so close to WrestleMania just makes me really want to bash somebody's head in with this hammer. Send me Kevin Dunn right now. Let me show him what using a sledgehammer is all about, huh? And he can't have the wooden handle on the end of this. I'm going to have to keep this away. Maybe I'll get a special metal one made up just so that I can go to Stanford and bash Dunn's head in, because he's losing his mind. Vince McMahon, that whole thing tonight, not worth talking any further about. It was absolute forced garbage. He's another one. Bring this hammer with me. Come on, Vince. Just let me knock some sense into you, bro. One nice little shot. It'll knock you right back to the fucking 80s. You'll be right back in your prime, and you'll be giving us good wrestling again, bro. That's it. Thank you guys so much for joining me on the channel tonight. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this show and you made it here with 46 long minutes into this rantscapade that I brought to you, thank you guys for indulging me. Thank you for coming along. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep on top of every single thing. It is the absolute best way to stay on top of the show. You can also follow me on Twitter. Check us out. The Facebook fan page is live. Facebook.com, The Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. All one word. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up if you enjoyed tonight's review. Make sure that you take a look at everything else we have on the channel and hit the thumbs up on those things too. Don't forget to share every single thing that you watch on this video with all of your wrestling friends. Let's spread the word, because we are on the other side of 500, on our way to that 1K and getting us back to that legitimate status here on YouTube, because we are one of the, if not maybe the second best podcast on YouTube right now. There is nobody bringing the hammer down on YouTube like we do. And I want to thank you guys for being a major part of that. I do it for you. I don't just do it for me. And if you enjoyed my complaining about Raw tonight, my expert criticism of the show, then you deserve to be part of the Sledgehammer Club. Thank you all so much. Those of you that have joined us, those of you that have bought a shirt, we are selling shirts, you guys. I have got some of the fucking most amazing fans in the world. I want to thank each and every one of you. If you purchased one, thank you so much. Don't forget to tweet me or send me that link through social media, Instagram, Facebook, however you can get it to me. Put that shirt on. Wear that armor proud. Tag me in it however you can. And we're going to get a special video made for all of you guys that buy the shirt, because I need you to buy the shirt. WrestleMania comes and goes. So does that Sledgehammer Club shirt. You will never see it again. Make sure you get your hands on it. Thank you for supporting this channel each and every way that you guys do. Most especially just by being here and watching me complain and talk shit about the WWE and pro wrestling. Thank you so much. My name is Nick Nightmare. This is Blue the Snowball Microphone, the World Heavyweight Champion of Microphones. Also, Thor, the Wrestling God of Thunder, the Hammer of the Gods, on a show of gods, legends, and champions. This has been the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show right here on Sledgehammer TV. Thank you all so much. That is going to do it, and we are out of here, and we will see you next time right here on the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. See you tomorrow night for SmackDown Live. Dig it.